folks, this is all the fruit. I'm in Heidelberg, Germany, at a pretty loud construction site. I apologize for the noises. And I'm here on the search for tasty ripe solanums. Actually, I came here because a couple months ago I saw some hairy solanums and some not so hairy solanums growing here together, and back then, after a quick glance, I assumed that I have Solanum nigrum subspecies nigrum and Solanum nigrum subspecies schultezi. Turns out no, I have Solanum nigrum, some intermediate, a little bit intermediate between nigrum and schultezi, and Solanum villosum subspecies villosum, the yellow nightshade. Yes, the yellow nightshade usually has red fruit. So, but now I'm here to talk about the Solanum nigrum. Maybe it's kind of good that this is an intermediate variety, because then I can make a video about Solanum nigrum without having to explain too much about the different varieties or subspecies of Solanum nigrum. A couple weeks ago I made a video about the unripe Solanum nigrum fruit. They were disgusting, and a lot of websites say ripe Solanum nigrum is perfectly good to eat, but the unripe is poisonous. Yeah, every time I've eaten unripe Solanum nigrum, it was so disgusting. I wonder how somebody can poison themselves with it. But here is the ripe stuff. A really plentiful harvest at a pretty dry construction site. So if I wasn't so lazy, I could collect like a kilogram of toast fruit here. Look, they are pretty much the size of wild blackberries. They're a little bit more black than wild blackberries, and taste-wise, they are delicious. Well, for me, most wild Solanum species in Germany taste more like Physalis than like Solanum. This is no exception. Yeah, this is really good. Maybe because it's really ripe. I mean, look here. The peduncles already dried and shriveling up. A lot of the fruit have dropped from the plants, and even some of the fruit are shriveling up. Around the plants, the ground is covered with those ripe fruit which had fallen down. So yeah, they are really ripe. They are really good, they are really tasty. Some sites still claim that ripe Solanum nigrum fruit are toxic. Funny, despite all those plants looking quite similar, the taste of the fruit is actually quite different. Really strange. Solanum nigrum is so diverse here. I could show you half a dozen varieties which don't look like they belong to the same species, and here, although they look like they belong to the same species, they taste differently. Yeah. Different plants have quite different tastes here. For example, this last one, despite completely ripe, was not as tasty as some of the previous ones. Yeah. So folks, if you are eating Solanum, be really careful. Those taste like tomatoes. No Physalis taste like really ripe tomatoes. So folks, if you want to eat Solanum fruit, be really careful. One Solanum, well, one nightshade, it's a different genus, Atropa. It's not called the deadly nightshade for nothing. Also in the genus Solanum, there are supposed to be some really deadly fruit. Be very careful. Identify your Solanum species with absolute certainty before you eat them. Stay tuned for a lot of Solanum videos from the construction sites and neglected places of Germany. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.